So biosphere reserves are very big and they may also have the national parks and wildlife sanctuary inside it. For example, if we talk about the Panchmari Biosphere Reserve, जिसके अंदर एक नेशनल पार्क है नेम सतपुरा और दो वाइल्ड लाइफ सेंचुरीज है बोरी एंड पंचमरी. So biosphere reserves, as we have talked about, not only help people to conserve the biodiversity and also to educate and train and create awareness among the environmental aspects also, and eco-friendly living is called as a biosphere reserve. So we are continuously talking about the term that is called biodiversity. Basically, what is a biodiversity? Please make this term clear in your mind, that the wide variety of plants, animals along with microorganisms living in a particular region is called as a biodiversity. So not only plants and animals, we are talking about the microorganism also that are found in that particular area. Here they have given you an example which is there in the book also, that Panchmari Biosphere Reserve consists of a national park called Satpura and two wildlife sanctuaries, Bori and Panchmari, जो हम already बात कर चुके हैं. In other words, like if biodiversity shows the richness of the species in a particular area or habitat, biodiversity of a desert, for example, a grassland and a rainforest are very much different from each other. About 10 million species of organisms, microorganisms, plants and animals, which are included in that, are estimated to inhabit the earth, but we actually know only 1 or 2 millions of them. So in this chapter, we will learn about the causes of these biodiversities and also the consequences of destroying the biodiversity, the steps being taken to conserve it, isn't it? So let us learn about some of the terms associated with this biodiversity, and that is species, ecosystem and habitat. So with the biodiversity, these terms are also connected: species, ecosystem and habitat. What is a species basically? A species refers to a group of organisms, चाहे वो plants हो चाहे animals हो, that have common characteristics, जिनके common characteristics होते हैं and can interbreed among themselves. For example, Homo sapiens or human beings, if we talk about, form one type of an animal species, isn't it? And the second is ecosystem. The various communities of living organisms, plants and animals interact among themselves. वो एक दूसरे के पास independent है and interdependent है, as well as with their physical environment like soil, air and water. For example, green plants interact with soil to get minerals and water, and they interact with air to get carbon dioxide for carrying out the process of photosynthesis. यही चीज मैंने आपको बोली, they are interdependent on each other. So an ecosystem is made up of all the plants and animals and microorganisms in that area, along with the non-living components such as climate, soil, water, etc. So an ecosystem also includes the non-living components also, and it is the relationship between a biotic community as well as with the abiotic community, which includes your soil, water, etc. So this biotic and community and abiotic community you have done in class 6 also. So the example of ecosystems are forest, a desert, a mountain, a pond, a river, etc. These are the particular ecosystem. So habitat, the third one is habitat. The natural environment of a plant or animal species where it lives and reproduces is called it as a habitat. And these terms, especially habitat, you are doing from class 6. Okay. Next term that I have already explained you, an ecosystem is consists of all the plants and animals and microorganisms living in that area, along with the non-living components like the climatic, water, soil, river, deltas, etc. Means biotic components and abiotic components are included in the term that is ecosystem. Let's talk about flora and fauna. बेटा जब भी हम flora and fauna की बात करते हैं तो flora और fauna साथ में एक particular biodiversity में present होंगे, हर एक biodiversity और हर एक जगह का different होगा. So all the different kinds of plants living in that natural surroundings are called the flora of that place, and all the different kinds of animals living in their natural surroundings are termed as the word that we use is fauna. For example, that the flora of Panchmari consists of a sal, teak, wild mango, jamun, silver ferns, etc. And the fauna of Panchmari consists of wild dog, cheetah, wolf, leopard, blue bull, barking deer, etc. सो फ्लोरा, अगर हम इस टर्म को ज्यादा और प्रिसाइसली पढ़ें तो इज द प्लांट लाइफ अकरिंग इन अ पर्टिकुलर रीजन और टाइम, जनरली द नेचुरली अकरिंग और इंडिजिनस नेटिव प्लांट लाइफ. द कॉरस्पॉन्डिंग टर्म फॉर एनिमल लाइफ इज फौना. फ्लोरा हम प्लांट्स के लिए यूज करते हैं, फौना हम एनिमल्स के लिए यूज करते हैं. फ्लोरा, फौना एंड अदर फॉर्म्स ऑफ लाइफ सच एज फंजाई आर कलेक्टिवली रेफर्ड टू एज बायोटा. Bacterial organism, algae and other organisms are sometimes referred to as flora. So that, for example, the term bacterial flora and plant flora are usually separate. But still, plants are grouped into floras based on the region, period, special environment or the climate. Regions can be geographical distance and habitats like mountains versus flat lands. And on the basis of these, floras are also different in these particular region, isn't it? So I hope this flora term is clear to you. Next is fauna. So fauna is all of the animal life on any particular region or a time, and the corresponding term of plants is flora. Flora, fauna and other forms of life such as fungi are collectively termed as the term biota. Please clear this word biota. मैंने आपको flora में भी इसको बताया है कि जब हम इनको collectively बोलते हैं तो इसको हम word use करते हैं, that is biota.